of America's top universities, names like Harvard, Stanford, or MIT probably come to mind. But let's not overlook Yale, a beacon of academic excellence and a breeding ground for some of the nation's most influential figures. From former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton to legendary actress Meryl Streep and CNN's Anderson Cooper, Yale has shaped visionaries who've left their mark on history. Yet beneath its polished, ivy-covered walls lies a chilling secret, one that's whispered in hushed tones: the Skull and Bones Society, a clandestine order shrouded in mystery, power, and intrigue. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the enigmatic world of Yale's most secretive brotherhood, where rituals, influence, and shadowy connections reign supreme. Welcome to the Real World Channel, where we peel back the curtain on the world's darkest secrets. Founded in 1701 in New Haven, Connecticut, Yale stands as one of America's oldest and most prestigious institutions. It's a place where brilliance meets ambition, producing leaders in politics, media, and beyond. But beyond the lecture halls and libraries, Yale harbors a hidden world, one that's not open to just anyone. Enter Skull and Bones, a society so exclusive, so enigmatic, that it's become the stuff of legend. Established in 1832 after a heated dispute among Yale's student societies, it was born from the vision of William Huntington Russell and Alphonso Taft, two men who saw the need for a private space where the elite could forge unbreakable bonds. Russell, a passionate educator and politician, and Taft, a towering figure in law and diplomacy, later the father of President William Howard Taft, laid the foundation for a network that would shape the course of American history. Skull and Bones isn't your average college club. Its headquarters, known as the Tomb, is a windowless Gothic fortress nestled near Yale's campus, surrounded by iron fences and dense foliage. The air around it hums with secrecy, as if the very walls guard unspeakable truths. Inside, you'll find meeting rooms, a library, and spaces designed for rituals that sound like they belong in a Gothic novel. Picture this: walls adorned with eerie symbols, artifacts steeped in history, and a palpable sense of mystique. The society even owns a private island, 30 acres of secluded land on the St. Lawrence River, a retreat for members to escape and perhaps plot their next moves. It's the kind of place that makes your imagination run wild, wondering what really happens behind those locked doors. The society's emblem, a skull crossed with bones, underscored by the cryptic number 322, is instantly recognizable and dripping with meaning. Some say it nods to the death of the ancient Greek orator Demosthenes in 322 BCE, a man who fought fiercely for Athens' freedom against the Macedonian Empire. His tragic end, poisoning himself to avoid capture, symbolizes defiance and sacrifice, qualities the society might hold dear. Others speculate 322 simply marks the year 1832, with the 2 signifying the society's enduring legacy. Whatever the truth, the symbol screams power, mortality, and mystery, evoking everything from medieval warnings of death to the Jolly Roger flags of ruthless pirates. It's a reminder to members: life is fleeting, so seize it with unrelenting ambition. Joining Skull and Bones is no small feat. Each year, only 15 of Yale's brightest are tapped to join, chosen not just for academic prowess, but for leadership, lineage, and potential to shape the future. The initiation process? It's straight out of a thriller. New members, cloaked in black robes, step into the tomb under the cover of night. The first ritual, known as blood initiation, demands they bare their souls, recounting their lives, mistakes, secrets, and all, in front of their peers. It's a test of courage, a way to forge trust and vulnerability among the group. Imagine standing in a dim-lit room, your deepest fears and failures laid bare, binding you to others through shared honesty. It's intense, raw, and unforgettable. Then comes the rebirth ritual, where members confront mortality itself. They lie in a coffin, reenacting death and resurrection, symbolizing the shedding of their old selves and the embrace of a new identity within the society. It's not just theatrical, it's transformative, forcing recruits to grapple with their purpose and loyalty to the group. These rituals, steeped in symbolism, create a bond so tight it lasts a lifetime. Members swear absolute secrecy, pledging allegiance to the society above all else. At the ceremony's end, they're gifted a ring or badge bearing the skull and bones, a mark of their place in this elite circle. It's no wonder the society's members feel like they've joined a family, one that holds their secrets and their ambitions. The roster of Skull and Bones alumni reads like a who's who of American power. George H.W. Bush, the 41st president, joined in 1948, rising from CIA director to vice president under Reagan, before leading the nation through the Cold War's end and the Gulf War. His son, George W. Bush, a member of the class of 1968, became the 43rd president, navigating the U.S. through the 9/11 attacks and the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. Both Bushes were bonesmen, and their influence on global events has fueled speculation about the society's reach. Then there's McGeorge Bundy, a key foreign policy advisor during the Cuban Missile Crisis and Vietnam War, and Henry Luce, the media titan behind Time, Life, and Fortune, who shaped how America saw the world and how the world saw America. These are not just names, they're architects of history, tied together by a secret society that thrives in the shadows. But the whispers around Skull and Bones go darker. Some claim the society harbors artifacts that push the boundaries of the macabre. One chilling tale involves the skull of Geronimo, the Apache leader who fiercely resisted American and Mexican expansion in the 19th century. In 1918, under the cover of night, a group allegedly including Prescott Bush, George H.W. Bush's father, desecrated Geronimo's grave at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, stealing his skull and personal relics. Why? Some say it was a daring initiation rite, a test of courage for new members. Others believe the skull, a symbol of defiance, was claimed to assert the society's dominance over even the most untamed spirits. The story surfaced in 2006 via a 1918 letter, sparking outrage and lawsuits from Geronimo's descendants, who demanded the return of his remains. Whether true or not, the tale adds a layer of Gothic intrigue to the society's lore, making you wonder what other secrets lie hidden in the tomb. Theories about Skull and Bones don't stop at stolen skulls. Many believe the society is a linchpin in a grander scheme, a new world order where global elites manipulate politics, finance, and media to control the world. The phrase famously used by George H.W. Bush in speeches has become a lightning rod for conspiracy theorists. They point to the society's members in high places, presidents, CIA operatives, media moguls, as evidence of a shadowy network pulling strings behind the scenes. The CIA's formation in 1947, with bonesmen reportedly involved, only fuels the fire. Allegations of covert operations like the 1953 coup in Iran or the 1954 overthrow in Guatemala suggest the society's influence extends far beyond Yale's campus, shaping global events to protect elite interests. Skeptics, however, argue this is overblown. To them, Skull and Bones is just a college club, albeit an exclusive one, where ambitious students network and build lifelong connections. The rituals? Eccentric, sure, but more about bonding than occult conspiracies. The society's influence, they say, comes from its members' talent and privilege, not some sinister plot. Yet even skeptics can't deny the pattern. Bonesmen consistently rise to power, from the White House to the boardrooms of Wall Street. Coincidence or something more? What makes Skull and Bones so captivating is its refusal to reveal itself. In 2004, when both presidential candidates, George W. Bush and John Kerry, were bonesmen, they dodged questions about the society with a cryptic, "It's a secret." That silence, that unbreakable loyalty, keeps the mystery alive. Are they just a group of bright Yale students playing dress-up in a creepy clubhouse? Or are they, as some claim, puppet masters of a global order? The truth likely lies in the gray space between, a network of brilliant, driven individuals whose shared rituals and secrecy amplify their influence for better or worse. As we pull back the veil, one thing is clear: Skull and Bones is more than a footnote in Yale's history. It's a symbol of power, privilege, and the eternal allure of the unknown. Its Gothic rituals, elite members, and whispered conspiracies make it a magnet for curiosity and suspicion. Whether you see it as a harmless fraternity or a shadowy cabal, its legacy endures, etched into the fabric of American history. So what do you think? Is Skull and Bones just a quirky tradition, or does it hold the keys to a hidden world? Share your thoughts below, and let's keep unraveling the mysteries together.